Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to That Is What I Am Talking About. This is Bob A. Dingleman here, and we're talking about regrets. We want you to call in 1-800-2-CALL-BOB. That's 1-800-2-CALL-BOB today to get in. Check me out on Twitter at Bob A. Dingleman. If you want to email me at bobadingleman@gmail.com. bobadingleman@gmail.com, 1-800-2-CALL-BOB at Bobby Dingleman on Twitter. Noah, how are you today, Noah? It is so good to see you here on That Is What I Am Talking About. How's it going, Noah?
Pretty good, Bob. Everything's good, Bob. Everything's good. Love it. Can't complain, Bob. Can't complain at all, Bob.
Well, that is good, Noah. At any rate, Noah, we're going to let you go ahead within the news. Tell everybody what is going on in the news.
All right, Bob. I got to talk about a guy in Florida, of course. Florida, Bob. A man returns used enemas, Bob. He returned them to the pharmacy in Jacksonville, Florida, Bob. And what happened is they were resold to customers, and we think that's some of the other customers might have used them, Bob. He's facing 10 years. 10 years, Bob. 10 years.
Enemas. Wow, that is very disgusting. Disgusting, if I do say so myself. Used enemas. That is disgusting.
Yeah, Bob, pretty disgusting, Bob. All right, we got a guy, Bob. This guy was, he got naked and climbed on a couple's roof, Bob, and then, he hit the person at the house, and then he decided to poop and then masturbate inside of their house, Bob. He pooped and then masturbated. Pretty young guy, 21 years old, Bob. 21 years old. What is going on with these people, Bob?
This young man, he pooped and he masturbated in someone's home, Noah. I'd like to know. Can you tell me how happened at, Noah? Where did this particular event happen?
You know where it happened, Bob. Bob, it was Florida, Bob. What can I say? Everything happens in Florida. Don't know, Bob, but, he ran into the house, pulled a big screen off the wall, Bob, and, he just started acting full, and then, next thing you know, he ran in the house, Bob. The guy actually got shot at. But, he was just crazy, and then, what can you say, Bob? Don't want to talk about this too much more, Bob. Don't want to talk about it. Nope. Next story, Bob. In China, Bob, they do something called eyeball cleansing, Bob, with a knife. They cleanse and scrape the surface of the eyeball with a knife.
With a knife, Noah? A knife. They scrape the eyeball with a knife.
Yeah, Bob, it takes about 5 minutes. Pull the eyelid back, cleanse the eyeball, then shave it and scrape it with a knife, It's not a big deal in China. Not a big deal at all, but over here, Bob, might be a big deal. Not over there. Nope.
Like I always say, you can't make this stuff up. Bob A. Dingleman here. Stay tuned. We'll be back in a moment. All right, Noah, let's get to the phones. We got a lot of people that want to talk about regrets. I guess if you've lived long enough, you have regrets. All right, let's get to the phone lines and talk to everybody to talk about their regrets. And hopefully at the end of this, we can just make peace with everything and look back on them and have our lessons learned. All right, the first caller. The Reverend Goldstein. How are you today, Reverend?
This is the Reverend Goldstein. Thank you, Mr. Dingle, for having this show today. The Reverend is 72 years old, and I have a lot of life experiences and things I wish that I had done right a certain way, and other things I wish I had done another way. So having said all that, you like you said, if you live long enough, you have some regrets, and you just hope to have to live and learn and do it better the next time. So the Reverend Goldstein would like to talk to the audience a little bit, and if I may, Mr. Dingle, if somebody wants to call in and need some counseling to help get over some things, the Reverend will be more than glad to stay on the line and talk to whoever need to be talked to help if they are still having problems bridging the gap and moving on from some things in their past. So it's Mr. Dingle. If you don't mind, Mr. Dingle, I will help you out today. Like on Oprah, Dr. Phil, people like that. I can be your guest psychologist, spiritual advisor to the listeners of your show.
Well, Reverend, that sounds like a good idea. Not a bad idea. We'll see how that can work out, and we will see if anyone is in need of services for, like I said, services of counseling and what have you. So, Reverend, first, share with us some of the things that you call to share about any regrets that you may have in your vast life.
Well, Mr. Dingle, like I said, I am 72 years old, and I have seen a lot of things and been around, and I guess I would say that the regrets that the Reverend have is just basically that I think that if I had done some things the right way, I could have been president.
Oh, really, Reverend? President? Wow, what a lofty goal. What a lofty goal indeed. Interesting that you say that. Well, why do you think that was a possibility?
Well, the Reverend used to be involved in civil rights and everything. Y'all talk about Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and these other folks, Jesse Jackson, and even the president now. Well, back in my day, I was a bit of a firebrand and a person who was involved in trying to rally the people and get them out to vote and do things like that. So I think if I had stayed along that path, that I could have been president, the first black president, and be on the spot in the world where I was supposed to be for everybody to know who the Reverend Goldstein is.
Well, Reverend, that's quite interesting. Can you share some of your accomplishments, or what made you decide to not stay on that path?
Well, the Reverend used to be involved in school, and I grew up in the South when picking cotton and had to walk on a certain side of the street and had to look down when white men walked by and, things like that. So the Reverend was not having it. The Reverend wasn't going to be picking no cotton. The Reverend wasn't going to be picking no cotton. No, sirree. The Reverend was not going to be picking no cotton. No, sirree, Bob. I see I took your laugh there, Bob. But anyway, so the Reverend, used to be a firebrand back in the day. And then I remember Martin Luther King and all these other folks. And I think I could have been just as valuable as they were in the world. But I decided to go along another path and the spiritual things and in the church. And that's how I got involved here today. And sometimes I regret that the Reverend did not continue down that path of trying to be a civil rights guy and to free the enslaved man and the oppressed people in America and in the world.
Well, Reverend, I'm sure that anything that you did do in life was needed and appropriate. You started your church, the Redeemer. I don't want to mess it up. The name of your church again, Reverend.
The name of my church is the Redeemer on high, who looks down low. And if you keep doing what you're doing, you know where you're going to go. Incorporated.
The Redeemer on high, and I'll just leave it there. But, so you don't value the work that you have done in the community, Reverend?
The Reverend values the work that he has done I have done some great things. I have ministered to folk. I have counseled folk. I told you about my prison ministry where I took the women's out and gave them gainful employment and helped them to transition into better things than going back into jail. So the Reverend has done some good things. So I am glad that I was able to be in that position to do some good things. But I just wish, I could have had more money and everything if I had done some other things. But, we live and learn, and I could still run for local, city councilman or legislator or something like that. I still got that kind of thing in my mind. But I'm just saying that on a national scale, the Reverend could have really been a force in America and in the world.
Well, Reverend, that's quite an interesting perspective, and we're glad to have someone with your talents and be affiliated with you in our listening audience, and so I think that's a good thing. And what we're going to do now, Reverend, is we have some other people on the line that actually would like to talk to you. So before we get to those calls, Reverend, we're going to take a break. You are listening to That Is What I Am Talking About. I am Bob A. Dingleman, and I am bad.
Empire Graphics and Printing, the #1 graphics and printing company in Florida. Club flyers, mixtape covers, posters, they do it all. Reach them at 407-404-0509.
Need a lawyer? Call Anthony Smith Law PA. Auto accident, personal injury, slip and fall. Dial 866-520-4LAW, or you can visit them on the web at www.anthony-smithlaw.com. Offices Orlando, taking care of you.
Don't touch that dial. There's more to come here on That Is What I Am Talking About.
This is Ricky Weeks.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Come see the Orlando Monarchs play their summer collegiate baseball games at Tinker Field. Opening game day is Thursday, June 6th. We are reviving baseball in downtown Orlando, featuring Major League Baseball coaches, Latin players, and other top players from historically black colleges and universities throughout the country. Your fun day at Tinker Field starts at 2 p.m. for the Music Fan Fest, followed by the game at 4 p.m. There will be free parking and general admission tickets are only $5. Come see the stars of tomorrow play today at Orlando Monarchs Summer Collegiate Baseball Games at Tinker Field. Opening day, Thursday, June 6th. For more information, call 407-462-1069. Visit us at OrlandoMonarchsBaseball.com or email us at rickyweeks2@gmail.com.
And this is Ricky Weeks.
Bob A. Dingleman here. Stay tuned. We'll be back in a moment.
Need a lawyer? Call Anthony Smith Law PA. Auto accident, personal injury, slip and fall. Dial 866-520-4LAW, or you can visit them on the web at www.anthony-smithlaw.com. Offices Orlando, taking care of you. What's up, Orlando? This is Miss Sassy D, and you're listening to the Jimmy Williams Show, WDROPDE 4445. Car accident? Remember, after 911, call 411, 1-800-411-PAIN.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We are back with the Reverend Goldstein and some callers on the line that would like to speak with you. Caller, you're on the air with Bob A. Dingleman, Noah, and the Reverend.
This is Reverend Bobois. I have worked with the Reverend Goldstein in the past, and I would like to talk to the Reverend Goldstein. Hello, Reverend. Hello, Reverend Bobois. We appreciate you calling in to talk on Bobby Dingleman Show. Thank you for calling in and everything, Mr. Reverend Bobois. I'm acting like you, Bob. I'm a little nervous. I stand up in front of people all the time and speak to the world. Reverend Bobois got me a little nervous here. What you calling for today, Reverend Bobois?
This Mr. Dingleman, I called to tell you I
I bring my daughter over here to America, and I regret. I bring her here to America to learn, to be into school and go to college. I bring her here, and now my daughter 19, and my daughter pregnant. Is she pregnant now? Your daughter is pregnant? Pregnant? Huh?
Oh, yes, Reverend Beaubois, she's pregnant. So I guess you are upset that her career path has kind of been changed since now that she is pregnant, and you had college aspirations for her. But life is not over. Life is not over at all. Matter of fact, a new life will begin as a result of the pregnancy. But I do understand that you wanted her to do other things first. Is she married?
No, my daughter is not married yet. That is another reason, with the church we want to be married, and in the eyes of God, it look better. But my daughter is not married, and she is now pregnant, and I am upset that I allow my daughter to come here to America. I let my daughter to talk to the Reverend Goldstein as well, and I am not sure that I do not know what effect that had on her here in America. Mr. Rambo, what is it that you trying to say to the Ram? Because the Ram has done things, and I have counseled people all over the world, grown folks and children alike. So what is it that you are trying to say, Rambo? Because I have done my best to help your daughter. So I don't know where you're going with this.
Yes, Reverend Beaubois, where are you going? What are you trying to say? You are not satisfied with the Reverend's counsel? Is that what you're trying to say?
I want to say that I bring my daughter here to America, and now she is pregnant, and I let her talk to the Reverend Goldstein, and before she talked, I just think, here in America, he talk and just let her know how things work here. And I let her talk, and then, eventually she behavior different, and then, she become pregnant. And so maybe a bad decision on my part for bringing my daughter here to America and talk to the Reverend and hang with the people that the Reverend has to counsel and things like that. Now wait a minute, Reverend Boba. You just wait 1 minute. The Reverend is a world-renowned counselor and figure and helper of everybody. So if you trying to say that I have negatively impacted your daughter, Reverend Beaubois, them's fighting words, and me and you gonna have to see each other for all the things that I have done for everybody in the world, for you to come here to insult me.
Calm down, Reverend. Calm down, Reverend. Other man is entitled to his opinion if indeed behavior changed. If he noticed a behavior changed. If that is true, then, you have to respect that, Reverend.
I don't have to respect nothing. Nobody gonna come here and disrespect me and talk down and disparage my name. I have worked too hard to get my name. The Rem Goldstein is a worldwide household name. Everybody know all the good things that the Rem do. Well, I am not trying to disparage. I am just saying what I noticed on my daughter, and she is now pregnant. And when she have met with you and the people from your prison, and so that is the fact, Reverend. So don't talk that way to me, Reverend, because I have to live with my daughter who is pregnant now. So don't talk to me that way. Well, your daughter was
Reverend, you are a reverend. Remember your title. Make sure that you're calm and thinking about what you're saying. Thanks for listening, but there's much, much more to come here on the Bob Dingleman Hour. Don't touch that dial. There's more to come here on That Is What I Am Talking About. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to That Is What I Am Talking About. This is Bob A. Dingleman here, and we're talking about regrets.
Are you trying to say something about my daughter, Reverend? My daughter is pure. My daughter was not corrupted when she came to America. So, Reverend, I want to know what you are trying to say about my daughter. Do you know something about my daughter that I do not know, Reverend Goldstein? Well, I don't know nothing about your daughter. I am a counselor, and it is privileged information when I meet with a client and discuss their problem. So I will not share with you what we discussed. Now, I understand you brought her to me to discuss things and try to help her along the way, but you have insulted the Reverend Goldstein, Reverend Beaubois, so therefore you cannot come to me anymore with anything. I will not help you further.
Okay, hold on, Reverend. Let's calm down, everybody. Calm down. This is about regrets, but it's also about how to move forward. And let's be adults here. Let's be adults and move forward in the right way.
Well, the Reverend gonna move forward. Okay, fine, mister. Okay, fine. Reverend Beaubois, you seem to be very upset, so I will say to you that I have another regret in my life. I regret allowing your daughter to come to my office and tempt me.
Oh, well, Reverend, hold on.
What did you say?
Hold on.
What is it you say, Reverend? What do you say, Reverend?
Most gentlemen, calm down. Calm down. Gentlemen, calm down. Let's reset here, Reverend. What are you talking about, Reverend? What is it you're talking about?
I mean to say that she came to the office and she was in a bad place, and she tipped. When I say tipped, I was thinking things about when I used to be in the world and not the upstanding individual that I am today. That's what I'm talking about. That's all I mean. I don't know what y'all trying to say. That's what I mean. Reverend Goldstein, did you do something to my daughter here in America? My daughter is pregnant. She was not pregnant when she came to America. Reverend, did you do something to my daughter? Goldstein did not do anything to your daughter. Your daughter is grown. She is a grown woman. So you need to talk to your daughter. The Reverend did not do anything to your daughter. Reverend Beaubois.
Okay, this is getting awkward here. Awkward.
Mr. Dingleman, I apologize, but I will ask the Reverend once more. Reverend Goldstein, did you do something to my daughter? Did you do something, Reverend Goldstein? Well, the Reverend will plead the fifth and not discuss his daughter anymore. Mr. Dingleman, we need to move on to the next caller. Don't want to talk to Reverend Beaubois no more. Mr. Dingleman. Can we move on, Mr. Dingleman? Mr. Dingleman, this is Reverend Beaubois. I apologize that I am coming here to be sounding upset. But I must say to you, Reverend Goldstein, that I am coming over there to whip your mother.
Reverend Beaubois. Oh, no. Gentlemen, let's calm down. Let's put these gentlemen on hold. Let's go take a break. You are listening to That Is What I Am Talking About. We'll be back in a moment.
This is Ricky Weeks.
Get ready. Come see the Orlando Monarchs play their summer collegiate baseball games at Tinker Field. Opening game day is Thursday, June 6th. We are reviving baseball in downtown Orlando, featuring Major League Baseball coaches, Latin players, and other top players from historically black colleges and universities throughout the country. Your fun day at Tinker Field starts at 2 p.m. for the Music Fan Fest, followed by the game at 4 p.m. There will be free parking and general admission tickets are only $5. Come see the stars of tomorrow play today at Orlando Monarchs Summer Collegiate Baseball Games at Tinker Field. Opening day, Thursday, June 6th. For more information, call 407-462-1069. Visit us at OrlandoMonarchsBaseball.com or email us at rickyweeks2@gmail.com.
And this is Ricky Weeks.
What's up, Orlando? This is Miss Sassy D, and you're listening to the Jimmy Williams Show, WDROPDE 4445. Car accident? Remember, after 911, call 411, 1-800-411-PAIN.
Empire Graphics and Printing, the #1 graphics and printing company in Florida. Club flyers, mixtape covers, posters, they do it all. Reach them at 407-404-0509.
Need a lawyer? Call Anthony Smith Law PA. Auto accident, personal injury, slip and fall, dial 866-520-4LAW, or you can visit them on the web at www.anthony-smithlaw.com. Offices Orlando, taking care of you.
Don't touch that dial. There's more to come here on That Is What I Am Talking About. Bob A. Dingleman here, and we are back on That Is What I Am Talking About. Both reverends eventually hung up over the break, so we're going to go to the callers, and hopefully they can resolve their issues, and we can deal with them again on another time, another subject, another day. But right now we're going to go back to the phone lines, and we're going to talk to Gus. Gus, you are on the air.
This is Gus from Kentucky. Hey there, Mr. Dingleman. It's been a while. I haven't talked to you in a while. I'm listening to your show, and I'm like, what is this? Are you Dr. Phil or Oprah or somebody? And I don't want to hear all this stuff on here. You want to talk about some good old topics. You talking to the Reverend and the other guy about their daughter and everything. But if I was that guy, I'd come over there and whoop the Reverend's ice too.
Oh, Gus, calm down. We're not in the business of beating people up. We don't want to encourage violence. There is a better way to deal with things. But Gus, are you calling in about any regrets, or you just wanted to discuss the Reverends or both of their issues?
Well, since you got this show on here, I guess I could call in and say that I do have a couple of regrets in my life, in my lifetime. I regret that I used that word sometime. You know that word. I'm not gonna say it right now. And because my children are, they're half black and everything, and I don't want them to think that I think ill about their mama or their grandma or people and their race and everything. So I think I do have a regret about using that word, Mr. Dingleman, and I'm going to try my best not to use it. I never use it around Nene, ever, never. Just sometimes when I get around my people, I say that word sometime, but that word, word ride with trigger. But I'm not going to say that word, Mr. Dingleman.
Gus, I appreciate your concern and your willingness to not offend, and also you have your children to think about. That's very important. People should think about their children more, and the world would be a better place. So, what else? Do you have anything else to share?
Yeah, Mr. Dingleman, I think that I am going to ask Nene to marry me. She might hear it on the show now. But anyway, I think that I want to make her an honest woman. Yes, I do. I think I want to make her an honest woman, and I regret that I did not tell my mama and some of my other relatives about the grandchildren and everything, and so they are missing out on the important years of their life, being children, and children are missing their grandma, and my mama needs to know about her grandchildren, and my mama may not be the kind that is very understanding of African-American type. To a certain degree, we've been around African-American all our life. African-American worked for my daddy, and they have worked for me. But, we never had any relationship with an African-American. But except now that I do, and I have some children, I regret that I have not made it so that I could, make it sure that, everybody's a family now. We're family now. We got to get over all that nonsense and everything, and stereotypes and racism and everything. Just come together like a family, and blood is thicker than water. And so I think that I need to talk to my mama here on your show. Since you're being Dr. Phil today, I'm calling my mama up and have her come on your show, and I'm going to tell my mama, hey, mama, you got some grandchildren, and your grandchildren part black, mama, and I hope that you can forgive me, and we can go on and have a big family, and I'll marry Nene and everything, and everybody will be nice and big, want to have a big family. Mr. Dingleman, what do you think about that? Call my mama up, give you her number and everything, and she lives in Tennessee, and call her up, and we'll talk and everything, and try to resolve something, and I can get this off my chest.
Oh, I think that's a good idea, Gus. I think that's a great idea. You're maturing as a person, and I think that's a good thing. So we're going to call your mother up here, Gus, and we're going to get you two on the line and let you hash it out. I feel so good today. The Bob A. Dingleman. I am bad, but I'm also Dr. Phil. I'm Iyanla. I am Oprah. I am everybody. Whitney Houston had a song, I'm Every Woman, but I need to be I'm Every Man. I'm Every Man.
Bob,
I'm
come back,
every
Bob,
man.
come on
It's
back,
all
Bob.
in
Come back here.
me.
Come on. Come.
It's all in
Come on,
me. Shaka Khan. Okay, Noah. I'm sorry. All right, Gus. Let's get the number. Noah, get the number from Gus. Let's call his mother up and make this thing happen. What will happen with Gus and his mother? You've got to tune in to find out. Please stay tuned for part 2 of Regrets. Here on That Is What I'm Talking About with Bob A. Dingleman. I'm bad. The fictional characters on this show are based on real-life events. These characters are owned and created by Golden Ears Entertainment in partnership with The Jimmy Williams Show. All rights reserved.